Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. And this one's titled The State of the Babylonian Man. Alright, the state of the Babylonian man. Now, this is I wouldn't really say it's a follow-up. Alright, I kind of just named it similarly. Alright, there was a video I made a while back ago called The State of the Babylonian Woman. Here it is. The State of the Babylonian Woman. It was actually I think it was the last video I made, or one of them before I ended up getting no, it was one of these. Before I ended up getting a strike on the channel. Okay. So, anyway, but yeah. So if you haven't seen that one, there's that one. It's not necessarily a follow-up, but I guess it could be considered one. You see the logo type, thumbnail, and in a similar fashion, I have one here. All right, the state of the Babylonian man. All right, and up in the corner, you see Eddie Murphy, all right, and that's part of his joke. When they're talking about half, she took half, as see him on the cover of a magazine like that. All right, we just got general pictures of how the state of Jake in Babylon. Of course, you got one person down on the bottom left that's of a pasty individual, but it was a good picture. I had to use it, man. So we got right in the middle, Jake licking their lips, rubbing their hand together. Like how they do with the women, oh yeah, I'm gonna get her. And then look, in the next one to the right, all right, up to the top, up in the top right, you got Jake begging his wife, and she's putting the hand up. All right, and the bottom left, you got a guy, and skin color don't really matter much anyway. All right, but as you can see, he's holding on to her leg. All right, no, please. And then in the middle. The bottom middle, you got Jake with you can't really see it because it's covering up, but Jake's got his pockets turned out, and a woman holding all of his money. And then in the right, you got a guy, holding his head I don't know how it happened. And that's the state of the Babylonian man. Okay, now this all comes from. I was going through my phone to look through. Sometimes I save stuff to make lessons on. And I had a couple article well, not an article, but I had a couple Reddit posts, or a Reddit post with a couple of comments to that post. All right, and we're just gonna go ahead and through the spirit just go through there and tear it apart. All right, because it's ridiculous, and that's when you'll understand the title once we get into it. That's the state of the Babylonian man. All right, so let's go ahead and get the image. Okay, so it comes from this picture right here. Okay, and it says, just posted this and was my friend just posted this and was utterly serious. Now this is from the Reddit called Facepalm. If you don't know what Facepalm is, that's like when you put your face in your palm and you're like, oh man, I can't believe they do that. Alright, so he was basically mocking his friend, saying, oh, I can't stand how my friend is. And it says, men prefer debt-free virgins without tattoos. And that's true. Men prefer women that are, debt-free. Well, even the debt-free part, we can't really help in Babylon, but we do prefer women that are virgins and without tattoos. All right, that's a natural thing for men, and some men might not like that. All right, but guess what? Biblically, we weren't getting with tattooed up whores, man. All right, now some people would, all right, because our women have gone off and our men have been going off for a long period of time. All right, but naturally. That's not who we'd be after. We wouldn't be looking for a tattooed whore, okay? We'd be looking for what? A virgin that doesn't have any tattoos, isn't crazy looking, isn't wearing those fucking big cum catchers. That's exactly what they are. Those fucking butterfly ass looking eyelashes. All right, edges glued halfway down their forehead. All right, and that's not what men would naturally be looking for. Okay, now the state of the Babylonian man now, yeah, look at her, she's so bad, she ain't bad. Yeah, she's bad, all right, but not bad good, she's bad. All right, she don't even look good at all. Okay, and then these women that they have using this for this photo, it's, probably made by some Edomite Christian. these women aren't, necessarily attractive. I mean, they're okay. The one on the left's pretty-ish. Okay, I'm not a big fan of, Edomite-looking women or pale-skinned women. But I mean, I guess for a couple of, could-be Edomites, all right, they're not the worst. All right, for Edomites, they'd actually be doing pretty well. All right, they'd probably be considered top tier of the Edomite women. So it all comes from this post. Men prefer debt-free virgins without tattoos, and it's a harmless sentiment. And this guy's, friend posted this was serious. Yeah, maybe because your friend prefers a woman who hasn't accrued, thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon $1,000 of debt, has tattoos all over her body, has that fucking leopard tattoo all over her ass cheeks, all right, and is a whore. All right, maybe your friend, maybe that's the type of, maybe your friend doesn't like those type of women. All right, so maybe you like those type of women. So you're telling me my friend posted this and was utterly serious. So you're telling me that you want a woman that's done, I'm trying to handle my words carefully here. You're telling me you men like this, you fucking simp ass, dumb ass, bitch ass men. That's that bitch assness, as street teacher would say, Elder Manatazatba. He said that bitch assness. All right, this is that bitch assness that's got on the men, man. All right, so you're telling me if you had one woman on the right and one woman on the left, and the woman on the left was a whore. Now she had big old titties, but she had tattoos all down her back. All right, tattoos all over her back. She had those neck tattoos. All right, she had a bright red lipstick on her face. She's wearing a weave, a yellow natty cum-covered weave. And I'm being gross because that's how it is. All right, and she got fake eyelashes on. She's got all this cover-up makeup on her face. All right, and she's been ran through by her body count is I don't know. I'm gonna say something low these days. 75. That's probably low for these women these days. All right, her body count is 75. All right, and she loose. All right, and she smells like fish. So that's the woman on the left. You're gonna say you choose that over the woman on the right, who has well-kept hair. She's not wearing an absorbent amount of makeup. All right, she's not wearing those cum-catching ass eyelashes. She ain't got no tattoos on her body. She's never been with a man before. All right, you're gonna choose tattooed up Sharquisha over the humble woman on the right. Well, maybe not humble, but you're gonna choose that. The bull fucking shit you would. Bullshit you would. All right, if you would, you got some serious mental problems that you need. I'd seriously recommend seeking some psychiatric help. Okay, because that's like and the thing is that you women, you men have stooped so low the quality of women that you've gotten. Meanwhile, the women are setting up absorbent quality. I want a man with a job. He's got to make at least 6 figures a year. His hair's got to be clamped. He can't stink. He can't have no BO. All right, his rod got to be this big. And they're setting up things for themselves. And a lot of the time they're going with ain't shit ass men too. But you men, like, we can't have preferences. I gotta get with the tattoo. Well, you guys are fucking dumb. Simps, man. This is you. This is gonna be you. This is gonna be you. Standing on the cup. She took half. That's gonna be you, man. Alright. Look, these are photographs of you men out there. With your pussified bitch assness that has happened to you. What the fuck, man? You can't even have a preference anymore in Babylon? What you can't prefer debt-free virgins without tattoos? You gotta get with a tattooed harlot? Is that what has to happen? That's fucking retarded. It's dumb, man. It's stupid as shit. Okay? And you might think, oh, it's just a photo. It's just a photo. What did the people say? Well, what the people said is just as fucking bad, man. Alright? These people, let's go ahead and read some, because this is just retarded. This is just retarded. If any of you, once again, I'm just gonna push that out there. If any of you men seriously would take that woman on the left, and now we're talking about this one, but the made-up one we won with she got big old titties though, and she got a BBL, all right, and tattoos all over her body, and she got her edges laid halfway down her fucking, almost down to her eyebrows, penciled in eyebrows. No, not penciled in eyebrows, penciled on eyebrows, all eyebrows. You don't have no eyebrows. It's just all pencil. How about that? Not just filling them in. It's all pencil. All right. Ben was 75 men and ran through, and she likes to drink all the time and go out with her friend. You're gonna choose her over the woman on the right, who's a virgin, doesn't have any tattoos. All right. Likes to cook. Likes to clean. You guys are fucking dumb. Well, that's just a stereotype for women. That's not how they should be. All right. Well, why does a woman have so much, oh, I want my man to have a job, I want him to have this, I want to have that, and that's okay. But if a man says, oh, I want my woman to cook, and click, that's fucking sexist, you fucking chauvinist, this pig, that's, but women are like, oh, he has to be 6 foot, anything under 6 foot won't do, his skin color has to be this way, he has to have this amount of money, he can't wear these colognes, he can only wear Abercrombie and Fitch, if he doesn't shop at Hollister, I can't be with him, and that's fine, but, oh, geez, forbid a man have and let's go and look at the state of these Babylonian men, because this shit's fucking retarded. It's honestly retarded. Let's read some of the comments. Let's see. It says, I prefer debt-free. Don't give a shit about the rest. Yeah, so you prefer debt-free. She don't have any money, but she fucks another dude every single day, and she's getting pounded by your friend every time you're at a job, but she's getting ran down. All right, and she takes all of your money and goes and buys makeup products, and then goes and get ran down by other men. But you don't, she's a total hoe. All right, total hoe, and she's got tattoos all over her body and keeps on getting them all over her face. You don't give a shit about that? Fucking dumbass. It says, come to think of it, women prefer debt-free guys. Bonus if they also know how to do their own chores without mommy's help. Yeah, that's a state. And see, you men have become fucking bitch-assified by these women. All right, now look at how these women talk to you, man. Look. Women prefer debt-free guys. Bonus if they also know how to do their own chores without mommy's help. Here, let me translate for you. I want a man to do all the work in the house, and I don't want to have to cook. I don't want to have to clean. I don't want to have to do his laundry. I don't want to even have to so much as look at him. Matter of fact, I'd rather spend all my time with my friends getting fucked by other guys. There, translated that for you. That's what that really says. All right, and that's the state of these women. And we already did that. The state of the Babylonian woman. We've already got that. All right, but this is the state of the Babylonian men. They'll look at a person like this with that mindset. I'll do my chores, sweetie. Yeah, and men are gonna have their own things to do. Yes, clean and stuff like that. But that's not what these women are saying. What they're really saying is that they want men to do all the work. When they say, oh, they do their chores without mommy's help. What? Why? Because you're helping what you're their mommy. That's not how it works, man. You're supposed to do something, you lazy bitch. God damn. It says, come to think of it, I myself preferred debt-free without considering my gender. I'm starting to think money might be slightly important. And these people are worried about money. Money. Guess what? A relationship isn't formed upon money. Now, is money nice? Yes. But if your relationship's formed about money, all right, and that's the thing with a lot of these women is that it's money. Like they could get with a man that makes, $50K a year, and they're gonna want a man that makes $100K a year. And so they're gonna leave that $50K man for that $100K man. And when they get with that $100K man, a man that makes $150K a year is going to come along, and they're going to hop over to that man. And then a guy's going to come along with $200, and it's going to keep going. When they have that $500K, that man worth $500K, they're going to hop and go for that $1 million man. It's been proven. That's how it is. All right? They don't even try to, oh, that's not how it is. You might, some of you women might not be like that, but the vast majority of women are. All right? They'll hop man for money. All right? And they do videos on it. They do TikTok videos on it. Would you leave me for this amount of money? How about, would you leave him for this amount of money? No. How about this amount of money? No. What if I gave you $100K right now? Would you leave him? They'd be like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. And they're gonna go with him because they know he has more money than $100K if he can just give it out. All right? Or a guy will come up and be like, hey, you want to go home? And she'll be like, ew, no. And then he'll drive up in a Lamborghini. She'll be like, wait. And he'll be like, no, I don't get with fucking gold diggers. All right, that's the state. Look, man, look, right now. All right, now some women won't. There are decent women out there, but the vast majority, the Babylonian woman, right? Now, women in this truth, that's a little bit different. All right, they're, just like all the, if they're really in this truth, not just the Hebrew Israelite. Some of the Hebrew Israelite men are fucked up, and some of the Hebrew Israelite women are fucked up too. But if they're really in this truth, the women aren't going to be like that. They won't do that. But the Babylonian woman, if a guy comes along and here you are with a nice man, you have a nice life, and he's a millionaire, he says, you want to come with me? She's going to leave. Or if Tom Cruise comes along, she has an effect. I love Tom Cruise movies. Tom Cruise is great. Oh, gee, look at how handsome and dreamy Tom Cruise is. And then one day you're walking by and Tom Cruise decides to come up. You don't think she's going to leave you for that man? Hell yeah, she's going to bounce in a fucking New York minute. Boom. Gone. You don't even have a wife anymore. Now it's not Tom Cruise's wife. That's how it's going to be, man. You don't think so? Well, then your mind must be messed up. Now this person's saying both genders would honestly prefer someone that's debt-free. Just avoid that millstone of debt hanger. That's true. Yeah. Nobody wants no debt. But that's besides the point, man. That's besides the point. They're trying to skirt around the whole point of tattoos and body count. All right, they're just that. Let's see what other people have to say. This says, meh, not this man. I prefer heavily tattooed whores. And this person said, and we're gonna get, and let's go ahead. And actually, we'll get this scripture once we get this one out, because this is the part that's fucking dumb. It says, not this man. I prefer heavily tattooed whores. And look at that. Look, this is the state of the Babylonian man. I prefer big titty tattooed whores that have experience. Dumb. This is by a guy named Lamia the Vampire. It says, in the words of Billy Connolly, I'm not sure who that is. It says, the very thoughts of 53 virgins is a nightmare. It's not a present. It's not a prize. It's a punishment. Give me 2 fire-breathing whores any day of the week. I'm a slut man. And this is, and that's all that Muslim shit, well, I don't know about the 53 virgins, but the whole 72 virgins, when you die, you'll get 72 virgins, or how, whatever, that shit's weird, all right? That's some, you're going to get with the women, all right? But it's not like there's necessarily a specific amount of 72 virgins that are waiting. That's that weird Muslim stuff. We're not with it. Rubitos says, it's kind of, so listen to this. It says, it's kind of funny / sad how there's all these quotes making fun of many virgins' afterlife are all hung up on the virgin part. I'm hung up on there's just hundreds of nameless women in the afterlife waiting to service men who arrive in heaven. The concept is so incredibly fucked up. Do these girls have a purpose for existence other than your congratulations you made it to heaven sex? What do women get when they go to heaven then? A cookie? So guess what? And a lot of these people, they would be in the same state when they find out that women, the purpose of a woman is servitude to the man, all right? A lot of women don't like hearing that, all right? And if any of you women that are so called in this truth have a problem with being in servitude to men, then you can go ahead and go somewhere else, because you're not really in this truth. You're not really in this truth. If you can't handle the fact that men are allowed to have multiple wives, you're not in this truth. Get out. If you can't handle that women are in servitude to men, get out. It's not for you. It's in the Bible. It's not what we're saying. Well, you're just tainting. Go and read the Bible. Have you done it? Have you done it? Because I have a feeling that when you do, you're not going to like it. And you're not going to like it, that means you don't like Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. If you don't like Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you got bigger fish to fry. That's going to be a big problem come soon. Okay? And it's already a big problem now. But, especially when Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, when the son comes back, Yahweh Shai, when he comes back, all right, to deliver his elect, he's going to, man, you unruly women, it's going to be hell for you. It's really going to be hell for you. And you men too, you simp ass men that are walking around, with holding your wife's pocket, all right? Like this, like you're some sort of prison bitch or something, man. All right? Do you the whole idea, chivalry is gone. Women always say chivalry is gone. That's because you fucking killed it. Men can't be men anymore. Let's look at chivalry. What is chivalry? What is chivalry in men? All right? Look at all the things that men are expected to do. But when you do that, now I'm gonna go through these. Sharing your umbrella, yeah, that's a nice thing to do. Holding the door open for people. All right, well, guess what? I happen to have been raised up on holding the door for people. But these days, man, nobody gives you fucking. They don't even say so much as thanks. They'll bust right through you, man. So what else? Giving your coat to a woman when she's cold. Now that's some fucking women worship ass shit. She should have brought a coat, man. All right, but if she's really cold, we still, every once in a while we'll do. If we can handle it, why not? But expectations of that, all these things. Look at all these things that are expected of men. All right, but nothing's ever expected of the women. You don't have to cook. You don't have to clean. You don't have to be a feminine woman. You don't have to be submissive. But look at all the things that are you have to do this as a man. All right. So here you are, all these women want something out of the man, but you men have given up all of your values for what you want as a woman. You'd rather just have a tattooed whore. What type of shit is that? Anyway, so continuing on with the whole point of the these women don't want to be in servitude for the man. If you don't believe it, all right, like I said, you women that are calling yourself in the truth and you don't believe, no, we're not, no, I'm not some fucking servant to a man. Well, let's get 1 Corinthians 11:8. And then you can go and leave, because we know you're going to leave. Maybe think about not, going somewhere else. 1 Corinthians 11:8. For the woman is not, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Once again, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman, For the man is not of the woman, but the woman for the man. Okay, once again, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Let's get verse 9. Neither was the man created for woman, but the woman for the man. Okay, that's how it was. Okay, that's how it is. There's a direct order. All right, the head of every woman. Let's get this. 1 Corinthians 11:3. It says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach. So, the son is over us. And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. So the father is over the son is over the man is over the woman. There's an order, and when that order is broken, you end up with shit like Babylon. All right, with men as women and women as men and holding hands with men and children loving and weird shit, man. You can't break the order, okay? It was meant for a reason, okay? Neither, in 1 Corinthians 11:9, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. And you women hate these. You hate the book of Paul. You don't like any of Paul's writings because of what he has to say, all right? Let's get, let's see, we can probably just grab one, rattle one out. Let's see. Let's go to, I said Paul. The book of Paul. I meant Paul's writings. Or I might slack you. Peter. I think Paul had some stuff too. But anyway, if you can get, here's some of my notes we have. We could get any of these things. Let's grab a random one. Here's a one that you're gonna hate, women. Yes, you have a role. 1 Timothy 5:14. I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, and give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully, for some are already turned aside out of saying, that's a bad role. You want to know why you think that's a bad role? It's because Babylon, these fucking Edomites, these crackers, have taught you that that's a bad role. They've taught you that being subjective to your husband is a bad role, okay? And you unruly, uncontrolled women that have been set up by the devil. You think this is what is so bad about marrying, bearing children, and guiding the house? You guiding the house? Guiding the house is bad. That's a bad thing. Bearing children is bad, and that's the mindset nowadays. You have children. That's a bad thing to have children. Women are getting their tubes tied at a very young age now. They don't want children. Fuck them kids, right? That's the saying that's going around. Fuck them kids. They don't want no kids. They don't want to do their role. They don't want to marry. They don't want to be married. They don't want to bear children. All right, and they don't want to guide the house. Okay, they don't want to have to make certain decisions. All right, in the house. All right, and not that women have any authority over man, but the woman does help as glue to hold the household together. Okay, so have you ever noticed there? And also the other thing is, women can help men reason. If you've ever noticed that, that's one of the other purposes of a woman is to reason with. Because men, sometimes get filled with anger, and if you see this within the animal kingdom as well. You'll see a young lion getting very upset and aggressive, all right, towards its handler. And I've showed you the video before, I think. And the lioness will come over and say, "Hey, look, calm down. He's gonna fuck you up. He's gonna fuck you up. He's gonna put you down, Dave. If you keep fucking around, he's gonna get that tranquilizer dart and fuck you up." And that's the same thing that women should be doing, and not just in Babylon, but in general. All right, a woman, here you have this man about ready to go and say, look, calm down, babe, it's not worth it. You're like, you're right, it's not worth it. But now that's not the state of these women now. Now they're like, you should fuck him up, go fuck him up, and then their husband ends up getting shot. It's dumb, man, it's dumb. But you've been taught, you've been tricked, and this lesson isn't all about the women, but it's half and half because you men have learned to accept this. It's ridiculous, man. Okay, but you women have been taught that it's bad to marry and bear children. That's the whole, in other countries, their whole goal of the woman's life is to marry and have children. That's the woman's, pride is their children. All right, they love their children. They want to have their children, take care of their children. But not these ones, man. Not these ones. All right, they don't want to marry. They don't want to be locked down. They want to go from dick to dick. All right, Salakia for saying it so vividly and violent and gross, but it's true. That's what like street teacher says. Elder Manata's out about. You want to ride the cock carousel, as they say. You don't want to marry. You don't want to have children. What's your goal in life then? To just go from dick to dick and then die? What's the point? What's the point, man? What's the point? But you men have learned to accept women like this. All right, and when anybody says, I want a woman I want a woman that's good and settled down and well-natured, you're the bad guy. You're the bad guy.
Oh, and well, look at you. Well, you have standards for your women.
Oh no. Jeez. These guys said, I'd rather have a tattooed whore. Well, so you'd rather, let's go to Leviticus 19 and 28. Leviticus 19 and 28 says, Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. So let's break this down. You want a woman that has rode the cock carousel and has tattoos all over her body. Okay, so really what you want is a sinful woman. You want a sinful woman. You want a woman that's bouncing from man to man and cutting her flesh and probably all sorts of sin too.
I like it when she makes out with that girlfriend. She has a girlfriend too, and I like it when I see her tongue or all that.
Yeah, you like that too. So you like that Moism too. Do you completely through? Just completely through, man. Completely through. Let's continue on. Hear more. This says, pass them tattooed sluts my way so I can be shy and never talk to them. This person says, I like big titty goth chicks myself. This person says, look at all the comments like that, and look at the reasonable comments. They don't get as many likes. Look at this. Crowdy Pooster says, I agree with this. There's nothing wrong with me having preferences. Tattoos are so 1996. This guy, and we don't support, Islam or all these weird religions, but the one thing I will give the Muslim guys is at least most of them have some fucking values when it comes to women. This guy says, as a Muslim, a girl like this is a dream. Yeah, the Muslims, they don't like no slutty ass woman. That's a harlot. All right, they don't like their women showing off their goods. All right, they keep them covered up. Okay, that's one thing about the Muslims guy. Again, I'm not saying Muslim religion is great. It's not. It's bad. It's fucked up. It's a false doctrine. They worship false gods. But the one thing I will give the Muslims is that they do keep that shit in check. They don't want no harlot ass woman bouncing man from man or walking around with their titties and ass out and all that. All right, and they don't like it when a woman does that. They're like, ew, what the fuck? She's for the streets. But you men say, oh, that's a wife. Dumb. As a Muslim, a girl like this is a dream. And then you have this guy, this girl, when dudes say virgins, it seems like code for underage. This person says, hey, not necessarily, I'm 26 and a virgin. Okay? So there you go. It says, I'm happy for you. That's impressive. That's impressively patient. This person says, thanks, I'm just waiting till I'm in love. I'm also debt-free, but own my home and tattoo-free, so seeing people run down these traits or saying that it's only for underage kids kind of sucks. And the other thing is, that's another thing, is you underage. What is underage? What is underage? Underage of what? Consent? Underage of what? Under the age? What is under the age? What is the age? If I was under the influence, what am I under the influence of? What is under the age? What age? The age of what? Consent? The age of what? Coming to a woman? The age of what? What age? Underage. Because 17 to you is underage. 16 to you is underage. Alright? 15, 14 is underage to you. Do you realize that biblically, that women well, yes, women, did you realize that biblically men and women are come to be around the age of 12, 13? Okay? Did you know that? I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't know that biblically. And you thought, oh, that's gross. That's fucking nasty. All right, but yes, guess what? Biblically, all right, ancient Israel times, that was the case. Okay? Ancient all the 1300s, the 1200s, the 1300s, the 1400s, the 1500s, the 1700s, the 1800s, the 1900s. Oh, stop. At some point in the 1900s, around, I don't know, before it's 20s, around that age, a little bit, 20, some period between like the 20s and like 1970-ish, you can't get with these people now. No longer can you get with a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old. That they're underage. When did this come about? When did that come about? It was happening all throughout history. And 12-year-olds were getting married to each other. But now, no, they're children. Now you're children until you're 21 years old. You're halfway through adulthood at 21 years old. What the fuck is that, man? 21. You can't drink until you're 21. You can't rent a car until, what is it, 20, 24, 23 or something? You know, or it might be 21. I guess the law varies from can't rent a car because you're not an adult yet. But you know what you can do? You can go to your basic, you can take this gun and point it at that brown person over there and pull the fucking trigger and blow his brains out. You can be a United States Marine, you know, from the halls of Montezuma. Yeah, that's what you can do. But you're a child. You can do that when you're 17. But you're not an adult yet. You're still a child. See, that shows you that this is all Babylonian custom, man. If you go into a lot of these places in Europe and in the Asian countries and stuff, there's still nothing wrong with that. But Babylon, oh nope. And I've talked to people about this just to pick their brain. I'm like, okay, are you you know what, a P, E to the D to the O? If a woman, is it? I asked someone this. Is it weird if a woman, she's 17, right, and it's her birthday? So it's her birthday the next day. So say that's on, today's the 5th, we'll use the 5th. So today's the 5th and tomorrow's the 6th. If there's a girl and her birthday's the 6th and she's 17 years old, right, on the 5th, and it's 11:55 at night, almost midnight, and you pop that girl, are you a PED to the O? Are you a weirdo? Are you a creep? And you know what the people said? Yes, you are. That's fucking 5 minutes difference, man. 5 minutes difference between being a little girl and a woman. Doesn't that make a little bit? That don't make no goddamn sense. You know how biblically it worked was, have you bled? Did you have your period yet? Then you're a woman. That's how it works. And that's the thing. And the thing that these people in the world don't understand, and we're not again, because we're not recommending you go and do this, because it's not circumspect. All right, it wouldn't be wise to do. We're just saying biblically that's how it worked. Now you got to ask yourself another question about when women have their periods, and that question is, what is having a period for the first time foretell? That means you're fertile. That means you can have children. Now here's the question that you have to ask yourself on top of that. Why would someone have become fertile if they weren't meant to become pregnant? Okay, at any point in time. Why isn't it that women become fertile at 18? Why isn't it that they have their periods at 18? Why isn't it that? It's because, you know, you're just having it ahead of time. For no reason, though. For no reason. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. Even though you can become pregnant now, here's this whole time that literally was designated that you cannot give birth no matter what. Okay? And now there's time you can give birth. Don't you think that's because maybe, I don't know, you should be giving birth? You ever think about that? All right? All y'all people like to link things up with Animal Kingdom. Well, how about this? Did you know that when cats are still considered quote-unquote kittens, they're possible to be impregnated and give birth? Did you not know that? Did you know it's the same thing with puppies? Did you know it's the same thing with just about any animal in the kingdom? It's still a baby. That's what you're calling it, but that's not a baby anymore. All right? A baby can't give birth, okay? When it gives birth, that's now an adult. That is an adult, okay? These are just Babylonian words that have been put on things. And this is like a lesson inside of a lesson. But just those are things to just keep in your mind. I'm not saying anything specific. Just keep those in your mind. Just know if you look through history look up when in ancient Israel times, in Hebrew customs, when did a man become of age? When did a woman become of age? When were they considered adults? Go and look it up and come back here and fucking cry and be butthurt. I didn't make up the rule. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Okay? Again, in no way saying go and do it. And you go and do that, you're gonna end up in jail. It's dumb, so don't do it. But we're saying biblically how it worked. That's how it worked biblically and all throughout history. Until relatively recent, now it's bad. All right? It's because all you ran through as, you know, women in your old age would have you would never get men anymore. All right? If it was able for 17 and 16-year-old girls, all right, to be married, you'd have a lot of competition. And it says trying to say minor without saying minor. Well, guess what? What does minor even mean? It says ding ding. Even some people in this comment section are trying to argue against it, but this is exactly what they mean. No, that's just your perception and warped opinion. That's true. It is just their warped opinion. You can still get, you know, when we first dealt with this, I forgot even about the underage part of when they were saying, oh, underage. No, when you're dealing with the original part of this video, all right, a virgin is a virgin. Regardless, all right? A 20-year-old, 30-year-old, it don't matter. Okay? It don't matter. That's what we're talking about. Untattooed virgins. Are there?
Oh, they're just saying it because they're minor. They're underage.
No. No, that's like this guy said, that's just your perception of warped opinion. This person says, and again, the state of Babylonian men, this says, give me 2 paddle pop sticks and a rubber band and I'll find a way to fuck it like a dirty MacGyver. This person says, and then this guy, here's some point. Look, check it out. Here's some men with not a lot of upvotes, not a lot of likes, all the way down here at the bottom. Men want decent, successful, respectful women. All the humanity. Can't have that. This person says if men have preferences, it's illegal, but when women do, it's normal. There you go. This person says, I mean, I don't find tattoos attractive. You do you, and no debt sounds wonderful. And that's what we have for that. So let's get Deuteronomy 22 and 28. 22. I'm gonna go and get 28. Okay, what does it say? This is just naturally, this is how it worked biblically. All right, and we're gonna read it, and then you can take it with what you will, because if you don't like it, you don't like it. And a lot of you hate the Bible. The same ones that have in that comment board, you hate the Bible. Okay, you hate the Bible. All right, we're not telling you what to do and what not to do. We're just bringing out how it is historically. Okay, it's historical. Now we would advise you not to get with a woman that's under what Babylon would consider of age. All right. So it's not smart. It's dumb. All right. And you're going to end up in jail. You've been warned. Okay. We're just talking about historically. That's how it worked historically. YouTube, we're going to take this video down. Why? Because we can't talk about history. That's how it worked historically. But you know how Esau and YouTube is. They like to take down anything dealing with real history. All right. They don't want that history coming back. They want their history. All right. When the white man discovered America, and he came here and he gave handshakes and hugs to everyone, and he saw Chief Redfoot, and he kissed him on the cheek and said, "You're such a good man," and he never harmed him, never, ever. And they had Thanksgiving, and they loved each other and made jokes, and they said, "I sure love you, white man," and they said, "I love you too, red man." There, that's what you like, don't you, Esau? That's that fake history, bullshit. Deuteronomy 22 and 28. This is how it worked biblically. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, married, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, have sex, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, because that was an asset to a father. All right, his daughter. All right. She would usually be bought, by, in some means, shekel or livestock, all right, animals, certain animals, okay? They call that a dowry, all right? And it's still around in Muslim customs. It's still around in Muslim customs, but it's gone all use in this society. It's gone out. And where do you think the Muslims got it from? They got it from us, because all religion is derived from the Bible, okay? It's derived. They see something and then they change it. All right, they see it, and that's the dog. Having a dream. Bear with me just a moment. Hey, what are you doing? Making all sorts of noise. Oh, all right. So like you for that. So it's a lot of religion is derived from the Bible, and you say all religion, even witchcraft. Well, they're using things on the left hand. All right, it tells you where did the word warlock come from? The Bible. That's that they said don't, warlocks are bad. I suffer not a witch to live. All right. And really, it's all, I won't say necessarily it came from the Bible, but they're all derivatives of where they took certain concepts, all right, and ran with it. Where do you think the idea of Zeus came from? All right. That's a false god that and that's supposed to be like God, right? It's this Zeus character. He's supposed to be like God, but or even the word oh man, I forgot what it means. I think the word, I could be incorrect, but even the word Allah, all right, they use it as a false name for a god, but all that name means, I believe that word means power. All right. Just God. Just means God. okay, or power. All right, really. So there you go. So these and they're very similar. Not saying they're very similar. I'm just saying that the religions, not that Muslim, Islam is similar to the Bible. I'm saying all these religions that they've built are very similar to one another. All right, they have the same principles. They have a main power, all right, and ways to worship, all right, and all these different things and promises. Oh, they'll do, and they're all because they have to be based off the Bible, because the Bible is the only, the only true power. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are within the Bible. There's no other one. So the mere concept of a ruler that controls everything, it comes off of biblical ideas or doctrine. Okay, because there wouldn't be, without the Most High, the actual God, there would never have been a thought for a God to begin with. So but they know that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai isn't dealing with them, so they have to make their own. Okay, they have to create. Well, he's got, let's see, he throws lightning bolts. He has long white hair, and then look, and then that got mixed in with Christianity, and now when you look at a picture of God, it's really a picture of Zeus. Okay, so and anyway, that's lessons within lessons, man. That's a topic for another day. That's a lesson for another day. But still, going back to the regular point, this is how it was originally. All right. This is how it was originally. Now, Christianity doesn't have any dealings with this anymore, okay? They don't have any dealings with this anymore. Now, Islam has some things about it that they're doing correctly. Now, not the religion part, but as far as customs-wise, making sure the woman's a virgin, all right, the dowry is giving something to the father, all right, making sure your woman's covered, using the head covering, right? But everything else is going off, okay? So, not eating pork, they got that one right. I'm not sure about, but they also say, you can't have alcohol. That don't make no damn sense. Okay, and I don't know their situation on seafood. I'm not sure how that is. Where do you think they got that no eating pork? Where do you think that came from? Deuteronomy 22 and 29. Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's fathers 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. You cannot leave that woman. You are with that woman. All right, until you die. That is your wife. You cannot put her away. You can't lock her up. You can't do anything like that. You have to be with that woman. You can't dump her or break up with her, as they say now. You can't dump her or ditch her or bounce on her. That's your wife, and you have to take care of her until the end of your days. Like it says, he may not put her away in all his days. The days of what? Living. You have to take care of that woman. You have to honor that woman as well. What do you mean honor? No, honor. Here, look. She is the weaker vessel. This is 1 Peter 3 and 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, and giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So you're also supposed to treat your wife well. You can't just walk home and fucking what's his name? You can't just Ike Turner her ass. All right, you ever heard of Like Mike? You remember that movie Like Mike? Well, you can't be like Ike, okay? You can't be like Ike.
I'm gonna be like Ike. I'm gonna be like Ike. Bam, bitch. Fucking you tied my shoes wrong.
No, you can't do that. That's wrong, all right? You gotta, you have to have honor to your wife as well, all right? And you gotta treat her well, all right? And hey, that's just how it is, man. But a lot of you men are dealing with wicked women. And why is that? Deuteronomy. Not Deuteronomy. Ecclesiasticus 26 and 3. It says, a good wife is at a portion which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. Okay, so if a good man's gonna have a good wife, but a wicked ass, 2/3 ass, Ike Turner ass is he's gonna have a unruly woman. All right, that's gonna be bitching him, taking his money. All right, probably banging people behind his back. All right, and what? Why do you? Well, I deserve better than that. No, you don't. You don't deserve better than that. You don't. And a lot of you, Jake, don't deserve that. All right, here you are. You're saying, I'd rather get the big titty hole. And this is the mindset of a lot of Jakes. So he's like, you don't deserve a good woman. You don't. A lot of you men don't. You don't deserve a good woman because you're wicked as hell yourself. All right. So given in portion to a wicked man. I messed it up, but Ecclesiastes 26 and 23. 26 and 3. It says, a wicked woman is given as a portion. This is Ecclesiastes 26 and 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the woman. Bad man, bad woman. Good woman, good man. That's how the Lord sets these things up. So I can't find a good woman nowhere, blood. I've been trying to search, man. I was slinging pat, man. There was a bad girl last night, man. She didn't look. Yeah, I wonder why you can't get a good woman. Because no good woman wants to be with no dope dealing, dope slinging, hood rat ass man. All right, no one wants that. No one wants that. Just like no decent man wants no cock carousel riding ass hoe with tattoos all over her body. So a good man, good woman. Bad man, bad woman. You see how that works? It's pretty simple. It's simple to get that concept. Okay? We'll read it once again. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach. This is going to be in the King James Version Apocrypha, or the 1611 if you got it. Ecclesiastes 26 and 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. And a lot of the time, these wicked men are looking for wicked. I want a good woman, but you gotta have big titties. You gotta have, a BBL. That you're not gonna get a good woman like that, Jake. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Your mind's fucked up. All right, and that's why you end up with these women. Isaiah 3 and 11. Come on. Here it is. Isaiah 3 and 11. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. As for my people, alright, this is speaking of Jake right here. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. But you Jakes don't mind. Alright, you don't mind that the women are ruling over you and that children are your oppressors.
Fuck you, Dad.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Billy. I didn't mean to upset you, buddy. I love you.
Hate you, Dad. Go fuck yourself.
Alright, buddy. I know you'll come around. Have a good one. Did you have enough allowance?
$50 a month sucks.
Oh, okay. We'll increase it to 100.
How about 200?
If that makes you happy, son. That's fucking dumb, man. Alright, and the women, the same thing. The women are ruling over them. Now, no, you need to increase it to 500. Okay, well, we can do that. We can do that. Okay. That's another Eddie Murphy joke. Okay. Let's see. Eddie Murphy. Okay. Let's see. I can't find it, but it was funny. Okay. It was great. That's the one. Okay. I really want to find it. Here, is this the one? Here.
Okay.
That's you men when your woman tells you to. Okay. Man, I wish I could find it. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I can't remember it, but it was pretty good. Anyway, continuing on back with the lesson. So yeah, man. All right. A woman will tell you to jump, and you'll say how high. It should really be the other way around, man. Okay? And you women that don't like it, that means you hate the Lord. You women that don't like this, you don't like those ideas or those ideologies or the doctrines that are being taught, most notably through the brothers of Great Millstone, all right, and that, through the apostles on down. That's how I learned these. You women that don't like those doctrines, and those are how did GMS find those? Did they find them from another book? Did they go and get them from a book they found at the library? Did they go get them from a magazine they found? No. Where did those doctrines come out from? The Bible. All right, they're right. We got some of them right in front of your face. Okay, but you don't like them. Why don't you like them? Because really you don't like the Lord. You don't like the instruction of the Lord. Okay, you don't like it. You don't want nothing to do with it. So that you should really examine yourselves and think, why don't I like that I have to be a wife and have children and be under my husband. Why don't I like that? Why would I rather be a hoe? Really? Because you hate the Lord. You hate the Lord. It all goes back to you hate the Lord. Okay? Check this out. If you don't believe me, prove all things, right? Prove all things. This is John 15 and 18. If the world, this is red letter speaking, so this is Yahushua, the one you call Jesus Christ. It says, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Okay? If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. We speak the same things as the Lord, all right, and what he said. All right, so when you hate the things we say, you're hating what the Lord says. So you don't hate us, you hate the Lord. Okay, so you got bigger problems than just us. You can hate us all you want, but you got to realize when you're hating us, if you're hating us because I don't like the way he looked, that's one thing, but I don't like the way he talked, the things he says, the way he brings out the Bible, well, that means you hate the Lord. This is Sirach 26 and 14, again, also known as Ecclesiasticus. Sirach, again, within the King James Version Apocrypha, 1611. Ecclesiasticus 26 and 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. It's a gift. All right, do you realize yeah, but if a silent and loving woman, you would be a gift from the Lord to a man. Okay, do you realize that? You act like you're just you act like, and that's really these Edomites that have fucked up your mind. All right, and other black women that have pushed that doctrine onto you. You really you think that being a woman is something terrible. All right, you're here. It is the man. They got to provide for the woman, do all this stuff, and some of the men complain about that role, but for the majority, no. But the women hate their role. All right, and that's why there can't be a good families these days, because you have to follow your role, man. All right, the man has to be the bread earner. All right, and the woman has to be, the woman that takes care of the kids and takes care of the house. All right, that's just how it has to be. Okay, that's just how it has to be. Okay, and you act like that it's some type of punishment for you as a woman. All right, and that's what you've been taught by who? Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and all this. And then you men have took that and ran with that and said, yeah, that's not right for them. They can do whatever they want. If it's okay if she wants a boyfriend. I'm her husband. She can have a boyfriend on the side. Or a girlfriend even. Maybe I can watch. Fucking weird, man. That's the state of you men. You Babylonian men. But for you women, just again, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. That's right there. What's bad about that?
Well, I gotta be silent.
Oh, I know. You have a problem with that. All right? Especially the so-called black woman. Okay? Especially them and the Latino woman. Oh, try to tell the Latino woman something. Oh, boy. See how that's going to go for you. You're going to get a frying pan upside the goddamn head. Or her cousins or brothers are going to jump you. All right? So a black woman will just do it herself. She'll just beat your ass down herself. She's the one that'll hit you over the head with a frying pan or stab you in the middle of the night or hit you with a tech. All right? Now, Issacharite woman, she's going to get her cousins and her massive family, and they're going to jump you. Okay, Native American woman, I'm not so sure, but a lot of the Gadites are scattered amongst the so-called Negroes and Latinos. So a lot of the so-called Negroes you see are actually Gadites, and a lot of the so-called Issacharites you see are not so-called Issacharites. So-called Mexicans that you see are also Gadites as well. Okay, now there are Gadites. You see them a lot if you go to Arizona. All right, but a lot of them throughout the United States and other parts of the world, they're mixed in. So Isaiah 5 and 20. But they look black. How can they be Native American? It's not about what they look like. It's about who they are. Bear with me while I grab a drink. We're going to close out with this. This is Isaiah 5 and 20. We've gotten this scripture a couple days ago, but it stays ever so relevant, as do all the scriptures of the Bible. Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. It's good to be a whore, bad to be a virgin. Okay, and that's the fucked up thing really on top of that is that they're polluting the mind of the virgin women, thinking, oh, I must not be right. I must go and get with a man And then, no. And they're fucking up the mind state of those women that would have been, decent, because they tell, oh, girl, you don't have to save yourself for no man. What the fuck are you talking about? You need to go lose that shit. You go get dick down. And that's the wickedness, man. Because these people of the world, the men, the women, everybody, they call good, they call good evil, as they says, they call evil good and good evil. So something really bad, you say, oh, that's good. But something good, you're like, oh, that's terrible, that's awful. You call this truth bad, it's hateful. All right, it's violent, it's racist. All right, it's segregationalist. All right, it's an extremist mindset. But you call homosexuality and all this other stuff, well, that's good. All right, on a woman, should set goals for herself and no, man, a man should bow down to her. You call those things good. Babylon's upside down, and Babylon's confusion. The word Babel itself means a confused noise. And that's exactly what this fucking place is a confused noise full of confusion and death culture and just disgusting putridity. All right? That's exactly what it is. And profanity. All right? And that's the state of the Babylonian man. And everybody else in the world, too. The Babylonian man, the Babylonian woman, the Babylonian child. All right? That's just the state of Babylonians. All right? They're fucked up in the mind. All right? Babel means confusion. These people are confused. All right, and their mind's all fucked up. And that's why a lot of these people gotta go. They gotta go. All right, the men, the women, the children, a lot of them gotta go. All right, the men are fucked up. The women are fucked up. The children are fucked up. Animals are fucked up. All right, fucking horses eating meat and shit. All right, animals that should be vegetarian eating meat and shit. Everything's messed up, man. Everything's out of order. The order of everything is out of control, and it's got to be restored, man. And it can only be restored at the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai when Yahushai comes back and delivers the elect and puts everyone else to death and prepares them for slavery. All right, the heathens. That's how it's got to go, man. And that's the state of these Babylonian people. Okay. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, shalom.